This is the Strenuous Life Radio, the podcast where leaderpreneurs, entrepreneurs, men and women learn the essentials and soft skills of the strenuous life. Hello, everybody. This is Jimmy. JR is kind of busy. I'm going to be a bit under the weather. So I'm taking over today. We are going to be talking about citizenship in the Republic. I managed to listen to part of it. You know, I was just a child, 11 years old, and I would listen to my mother talk to my maternal grandfather. And I think one thing that he talked about, anyway, he impressed on me a desire to be involved in the legal and political process. And I remember I was 11 years old. It was the fall of 81. I was in second grade. I was held back for about 3 years. And I remember Thursday or Friday was always library day. And I'd go check out books about the Supreme Court, about the American political system. I was just mesmerized by how it was going. Ever since I was 10, I remember my parents talking about the political process, and I got mesmerized. And so, as a result, I learned, 11, 12, 13, I learned about the founding fathers. The sad thing is, I think those who espouse more the doctrine of ignoble ease, willing to turn against God and the like, have revised history. They say that Andrew Johnson and Bill Clinton and Trump were impeached. I think they need to take a closer look at the Constitution. For impeachment to be fully done, you need to have the impeachment process completed through the House, and then a conviction by the Senate. Once that is done, with those two removed from office. You see, people are so busy wanting to look at history from a more rights-based area lens than an area of responsibility and duty. And we have a responsibility and duty to protect freedom. You guys know that. Now, here's where the mix gets mixed up a little bit. It's high school. Senior year. I'm wanting to have some sort of political career. I wanted to go to college. I thought, political science would be a good one to study. Well, my advisors at the Critical Rehabilitation Center for the Blind said, choose public relations. And I wish I would, and a part of me wishes maybe I would have stayed there, but then again, you never know. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the beautiful part of it. I'm public relations for a couple of years, and then I realized none of the coursework, not very much of the major coursework at Odessa College would transfer towards public relations at Texas Tech. So I switched over to broadcast journalism. And, that happened. I went for like maybe 3 years before I thought, this ain't working either. So I switched over to my original plan, political science. I think the thing is, though, You can't go back to what might have been. It's your job to assess what duties you have now. And we have dreams, we have desires, we have rights, we have those. But let's not forget about our duties, about our responsibilities. Because we have them. We desire them. God's given them to us. And to that end, we are to be in the best keeping of it that we possibly can. One of the things that I'm going to say, this is a good wrap-up episode because it kind of, in this series, because it kind of goes through really what the strenuous trail is really like. This whole series is, and this is something that's lacking in our political and civic discourse nowadays. And that is something that I edit, JR and I invite you to participate in order to be effective citizens in the Republic. And that is what really is a top key here for the strenuous life. And that is the idea of the dance against division. We don't need a republic that divides people among classes and stuff like that, okay? That was already tried in Great Britain, and we rebelled against that. But now again, thanks to our reactive culture, we have that problem. And as long as we are people put into divisions, that's contrary to what should be going on in America. That's contrary to what should be going on. We have to be able to stop the hate. Because I'll tell you something right now, there's so much hate, so much suffering, so much distrust. I don't know if you notice the same thing as I have, in this country is, I feel like in some ways civil discourse has gone out the window. And so that's why we gave this call at James Hendrick Empowerment, is the dance against division. The dance against division is important. Because if you get rid of division, you get rid of division. You think about it, it takes a load off of you. You get rid of division, and what do you get? You get a united republic. Yeah, isn't that something? You get a united republic. That's what we want. So many pundits and people say that this country is a democracy. But it's not in the purest sense of the word. No, it's not. And the founding fathers said we are not to become a democracy. What we are, or what I think we should be, is a republic. A constitutional republic where religion and morality is part of it. Yeah, you knew I was going to go there. You knew I was going to go there, and what can I say? And believe me, while I was studying broadcast journalism, one of my friends, connection through my friend Julie, you've probably mentioned, my three ex-friends, Brad, Jim, Bob, and Julie. Anyway, one of my friends through there would give me ideas of cases I could read that dealt with religious freedom. And at the time I was thinking, well, maybe I'll go to law school. Maybe I'll go to law school. That's the answer. That's the answer. Is I can go to law school and fight for religious freedom. But here's the problem. Back in those days, I had family and even a spouse that wanted me going up there fighting for rights. There's plenty of attorneys out there fighting for rights to do whatever you want. But I don't think there's enough attorneys or citizens seeking for the freedom to do what we ought. Okay? That's an indictment on the republic we have today. Too many people being contentious and screaming, "Hey, this is my right. This is my right." And stuff like that just makes me want to just recoil. And really, that is part of the doctrine of ignoble ease. Theodore Roosevelt frowns on stuff like that. People, being all intellectual and stuff. Well, that's not right. That's not right. Well, in that case, let's go to the heart of what keeps citizenry in the public alive. Can we go back to Christian economics? Yeah, I'm going to touch it. We've talked about some pretty tough issues, no doubt. But I think J.R. was masterful when he talked about Christian economics and how, really it's living within your best possible means. You see, that's just how it is. Listen to me. You have the potential to help us turn this republic around. That's what we need done. Now, I hope you've enjoyed listening to the Strenuous Life Radio. If you like what you hear, please subscribe, become a part of the Strenuous Life Radio family. That's Jimi Hendrix saying, until next time, don't just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can be what others won't. Do what others don't so you can have what others can't. And most importantly, think strong. Live strong. And live the strenuous life. God bless you. You guys take care, please. Pray for this republic. We need people like you. God bless.